Good morning. This is Apostle Rosalind Solomon again today. Rosalind Solomon's YouTube channel. I had a vision about children. It was two children. They're very famous on Instagram and YouTube. They have like millions of followers. They're Haitian French children. The little girl is the oldest, and then the little boy. And they're so cute, and they do, different little things that's so cute. So they were in the vision, and I was in charge of them in the vision. So the oldest one, which was the girl, she was very spoiled, and she wanted me to do something, or she wanted something, and I told her no. So the next thing I know, I told them to stand right where they were, and I would be right back. It was a safe environment, and I was only going for a minute, and I came back. They were gone. They had disappeared, and they had a bunch of sweets that they like because they show that, and they love chicken, right? So I said, well, let me. So I was like, let me go to the bus because there was a bus, but it wasn't a bus. You know how they take the bus and they make them like into a house or something fun for kids. So that's what it was. So as I was walking through the parking lot, I came across this gray sports car, and I knew in the vision that wasn't good. So then I went to the bus, the fun bus, and all their goodies was there in their food. So I was packing it up to go and find them, but I couldn't find them. They disappeared within a minute. And I was thinking, well, maybe the little girl was mad because she couldn't have what she wanted, and they went somewhere. So I'm looking, and they were gone, disappeared. And so I prayed over those two children because they really do exist, right? But the Lord told me to make this video and tell people with regards to your children, watch your children. All it takes is a minute for somebody to snatch them, because I was only going for a minute. So this is a warning to parents. Pay close attention to your children. Do not leave them unattended at any given time. If you take them to the park to play, you be right there where they playing. They on the swings, you be right there. You don't sit on the bench while they on the slides and on the thing, because within 1 minute they can be gone. Be careful allowing your children to spend the night over people's houses. That's just a no-no in this world. Because anything can happen to them. They could disappear like that. They could be hurt, anything. And the Lord said, cancel witchcraft curses that could have been placed upon your children. Because the Lord told me that these witches and warlocks and evil people, they can pray magic prayers for your child to be kidnapped, trafficked, or taken. And I'm not just talking about little kids. I'm talking about your teenagers, even your grown kids. Pray for them and tell them, be careful in your surroundings. Be careful when you leaving home. Like they got this new one out now where men is coming up to the women, handing them a piece of, white paper, regular paper, talking about call me with their number. But as soon as they open it, they start passing out. Be careful. Also, a man showed $100 bill on the ground, and he opened it with his foot, and it had fentanyl in the middle of it. That could make you pass out. So be careful picking up money. If you see $100 bill, I know that's hard not to pick it up, but be careful. Use your foot to open it to make sure ain't nothing in it before you pick it up. Not just $100 bill, 50s, 20, 10, 5, even $1. Be very careful. But please, my children of the Most High, and share this. Be careful with your children. Pray over them. Cover them in the blood. Anoint them with anointing oil. Use Psalms 103 and 91 if you don't have my oil or anybody else's oil. And pray over your children's safety. Pray over them, for our school. If you got children that come home by themselves because you're working, ask angels to assist them to make it home. Pray with them at night before they go to bed. Teach them how to have a serious prayer life with God. Because the Lord told me a lot of children get missing because their parents don't have a prayer life and their parents don't teach them. And then if their parents do have a prayer life, The parents aren't teaching the children how to pray, or the parents are going to church and not taking the children with them. You can't do that. You can't be having a great prayer life with God and you don't teach your children how to pray. You can't be going to church and don't take your babies with you, because they're a part of you. So that makes them a part of God. And you will be judged for that. All these people messing up don't have no value. You know, the Lord said the family is losing the value of the family. They're losing the value of love. This is why a lot of people are being taken. This is why children are being taken. This is why spouses are killing their spouses, their fiancés, their girlfriends, because the value of love is no longer in the family. The family is full of sin and prayerless. So you families out there, whether you married, engaged, girlfriend, shacking up, which you shouldn't be doing, but y'all need to be praying for love in your family and family value. You need to come closer to God. I told y'all 4.5 years ago, God said the only way that you would make it on this earth was to be stuck to him like crazy glue. And darn if it didn't come to pass. So this is a second warning. All you people, husband, wives, fiance, boyfriend, girlfriend, if you separated, from the baby daddy or the mama and you got custody of the kids, start having a prayerful, intimate life with God, because this is the only way your children are going to be saved. Because if you're in the hands of God, then your children could be in the hands of God. But you got to pray. And you got to teach them how to pray, even if they 2, 3 years old. I've seen 5 years old preaching on stages here on YouTube and Instagram. Teach your children how to be warriors. Even if they like in your womb, pray over them. Even if they're like 6 months, 9 months, 1 year, and they can't talk yet, pray over them and pray with them. Instill the seed in them now so it can germinate and grow in them. If you don't want your child to get snatched, you don't want your child to get missing, you don't want them to be defiled or hurt by anybody, then teach your children how to have a prayerful life like you. Teach your children how to have fire of God like you. Teach them about the Ruach. Teach them about Yeshua. Teach them about the Messiah. Teach them about heaven. Teach them that the only way that we can live and survive is through God. And that the most important thing in life is to have an intimate relationship with God and obey God. And all else will follow, like it says in the Bible. Shalom.